Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon, and my God, I'm actually going to do another Doctor Who video. I can't believe it. I care so little for this show now, but it is very interesting to watch the rapid decline of a once beloved science fiction franchise. We're going to talk about how the ratings for the New Year special were abysmal. That doesn't surprise me at all. And we're going to talk about how even news outlets like The Telegraph are calling out that Doctor Who has been a colossal failure under Chris Chibnall with Jodie Whittaker, that they failed her. They have failed Jodie Whittaker, and I will agree with that because I think there was potential that was completely wasted with wokeness. So we're going to talk about all of that. Before we get into it, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We're over 168,000 subs. Thank you so much for the support. Geeky is not going to be in this video because she does not care about Doctor Who at all. Neither do I, but you know, it's sort of a eulogy for what was, again, once one of our favorite shows. First, let's go out to Bounding in the Comics. Doctor Who Revolution of the Daleks New Year special sees the viewership plummet. According to Bounding in the Comics, the latest Doctor Who holiday special, Revolution of the Daleks, saw its viewership massively plummet from one of the previous holiday specials, Resolution, which was also not very good. I didn't even check this out, even with John Barrowman coming back as Captain Jack. I don't care. I forgot it was even happening. I'm going to be honest. Doctor Who News reports that Revolution of the Daleks, which aired on January 1st, was only viewed by 4.6 million people, 4.69 million people in the overnight viewing audience. It captured 21% of the total TV viewing audience. Matt Smith made some dig at Doctor Who last year for having its holiday special on New Year's instead of Christmas. He said it was a downgrade, you know, and it is. It's sort of like, this is like the Friday night slot, I guess, that they put it in. Wouldn't have mattered when they aired it. People aren't interested. The viewership couldn't come as a surprise, as Gary from Nerdrotics panned the episode in the show, stating, "I was a fan of this show. If I was a fan of this show in its current state, I would give myself a wedgie and throw myself into a trash can." It's terrible, guys. Look at this. 4.69 million people watching. Look how far Doctor Who's fallen. I mean, I thought Doctor Who had fallen considerably during the Peter Capaldi era, but even Capaldi, for the most part, was pulling bigger numbers than Jodie Whittaker's Doctor currently is. And you can see this massive drop-off. People were actually excited to check out the first female Doctor. They were excited for the new incarnation of the show. I mean, it started out with almost 11 million people watching it. The Woman Who Fell to Earth. And you can see week after week how it dropped off. 10.96 million, 9 million, 8 million, 7 million, 6 million, 5, now we're down to 4. Where is it going to end? You know, is it going to end with the show getting canceled? I don't know. There is definitely a 13th season coming that Whittaker is going to be involved in, and she's supposedly going to regenerate, and Chris Chibnall is going to stay on board for a 14th season, which, good luck with that. Good luck with that. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't know. Who knows? So according to The Telegraph, the BBC has failed Doctor Who and Jodie Whittaker, and no wonder she's quitting. No wonder she's quitting. Flat, worthy, and woke. The unlucky 13th Doctor's adventures have been a criminal waste of this talented actress and causing a ratings slide. I agree. I think she could have been good if she had been given something to work with, but they turned her into a freaking joke. Jo Martin was a better Doctor than Jodie Whittaker. If we were going to have a female Doctor, I think Jo Martin seemed more Doctor-esque. Unfortunately, she's caught up in that whole retcon bullshit. So coming from The Telegraph, New Year, New You is a popular cliche at this time of year. Now it looks like it could also be a case of New Year and New Who. Tabloid headlines and widespread whispers claim that Jodie Whittaker, who plays the first ever female Time Lord, is planning to quit Doctor Who after the forthcoming series, while Chris Chibnall will remain. Boo! It's not going to get any better, guys. It doesn't matter who you put in the TARDIS. If Chris Chibnall is involved, it's going to be a shit show. Anyway, I digress. Here we go. There have been no official confirmations at the time of writing this, and the BBC has stonewalled the story, saying we won't be commenting on any speculation around Jodie's future on the show. However, the reports make sense in many respects. They talk about her being the 13th Doctor, and the number 13 has proved unlucky. In fact, the BBC sci-fi franchise has completely failed her. This is coming from The Telegraph. The BBC science fiction franchise has completely failed her. She is unlucky 13. A fine actress has been let down by muddled thinking and inadequate writing. Ouch. The average TARDIS tenure for a Doctor is 3.5 years. By the end of her upcoming series, which is in production, Whittaker will have served 3 years. This takes in 3 full series of adventures, the same as Matt Smith and Peter Capaldi. So far standard, yet due to long gaps in production, truncated series, fewer specials, and the pandemic shutdown, Whittaker will have starred in just 31 episodes during her stint. That is 13 backwards. Did anyone else catch that? That is 13 backwards, compared to David Tennant's 47, Smith's 44, and Capaldi's 40. Whittaker's time in the TARDIS controls feel all too brief. Most of all, it feels like an opportunity lost. Chibnall was to be applauded for accepting one of the most challenging jobs in British television history. He boldly took the plunge by casting the first female doctors. He just simply hasn't done the Doctor justice. Whittaker is a gifted, in-demand, and award-winning actress. Consider her grieving mother in the hit whodunit Broadchurch, her kick-ass nurse in cult sci-fi flick Attack the Block, her cheating wife in Black Mirror, etc., etc. In short, she has the sharp wit, emotional intelligence, and huge range you would need for the Doctor. Yet in Doctor Who, Whittaker hasn't been given a chance to flex her talents in the way that Eccleston, Smith, and Capaldi and Tennant were. I would not disagree with that. She is a sidekick in her own show, and she is a caricature. She is a woman cosplaying as David Tennant's Doctor. It is what it is. Saddled with too many companions, too many guest stars, the 13th Doctor struggled to make herself heard. She spent too much time breathlessly, explaining stuff to too many people, spouting plot exposition, etc. Chibnall hedged his bets by having 2 males and 1 female companions to ensure gender balance. This merely meant 4 characters competed for camera time, and none of them worked. It didn't work. The 13th Doctor's adventures were flat, worthy, and woke, often starting promisingly, but soon disappearing up their own time-space continuum. Ouch! In the midst of mediocre writing, Whittaker was unable to carve out a strong identity. She was neither frightening, fierce, or funny, like her previous incumbent. She had warmth and fizzing energy, but that wasn't enough to fully flesh her out. I agree 110%. Instead, she was made slightly socially awkward and needy, forever talking about friendship, trying to make her fam catch on, cracking corny jokes, and straining to be down with the kids. It's like a lack of confidence in the character becoming female found its way into the uneven writing. This does tend to happen. When you cast characters or gender bend or race bend characters just for diversity points, and you don't actually think about whether or not the character is going to be any good. We could have had a phenomenal Doctor, for sure. We could have had a phenomenal 13th Doctor. Instead, we got this. We got this, a very watered down version of the show, which is leading to a hemorrhage in viewers and probably not cancellation because, they're going to double down on it. But still, I'm not watching. I don't care. The best Chibnall and company could do to make her confused about her own identity, which in turn confused viewers. By the time we were introduced to a previously unseen female incarnation of the Doctor, Jo Martin, blah, 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 they retconned the whole thing. Ratings have been in steady decline for the past 5 years, but episodes now attract fewer than 5 million viewers. Half of what they were doing during Russell T Davies led reboot. Oh my God, this is half what they were in the show's Russell T Davies led post-reboot pomp. What the hell? In fact, numbers are now not dissimilar to when the show was axed in '89. Yes, thank you for pointing that out, because Doctor Who was axed before when we got to this level. And again, some people don't like a female Doctor. That is their prerogative. They do not have to like there being a female Doctor. But it's not just that. The problem is the show is terrible. It's awful. It is boring. It's preachy. And I agree, everybody on the show has been wasted. Wasted. And it was a wasted opportunity. Again, if they were going to do this, if they were going to gender swap the Doctor, you have to make the best possible entrance you can and give us, a stellar Doctor regardless of gender. That did not happen. And it is what it is. It's dropping off a cliff. Anyway, we're going to wrap this one up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, and we'll talk later.